The same back five that played in that 0-0 draw against Getafe, but Cameo is in, Isi Palazon is back, and Unai Lopez and Alvaro Garcia also play from the start. And again, just one change for Barcelona, and it comes at left back. You heard trying to wriggle free, almost managed it in tight quarters. But slowly a little bit better.
Yeah, another prime example.
Work from Pacha Espino down the left-hand side. And it's been a dynamic start to his mind, and it was nicked away from him. Easy. It's an interesting case. It's almost exactly 4 years ago to the day that Hansi Flick inflicted
stadium and you know, right in the center of the neighborhood, and
Bilbao man. They're on the prowl, and Ter Stegen has to act quickly. As Pacha Espino left a foot in, and Ter Stegen wasn't best pleased.
I like now, Adrian, that it's like a surprise when a player leaves a foot in.
Come the home team though. The fruit eventually arrives, and the shot is straight at goalkeeper Cardenas by Inigo. Lovely soft control, and relatively early on in this game. Lewandowski has had a frustrating first jump.
Crosses are coming in
As
a little
does this
more
one.
than, yeah, I mean, this is it's not the best cross. Flick, and when the opportunity arose to bring him in, it was still being referenced back to that result.
Robert Lewandowski, a big part. Lewandowski, meanwhile, finding Lamine Yamal, and finding Yamal in an offside position. Madrid, here's another opportunity, and a goal! Unai Lopez, just like that! And Rayo Vallecano, a really good value for their lead. They've dominated the early 10 minutes, and Unai Lopez has crowned it with the opener.
Let's go back to Ole Moreno's pregame and what the messaging from Hansi Flick would have been. You have to win the fight, and if you start losing every 50-50 ball, you're in trouble. Now, we're going to have a little look here and see. Romeo, you have to be very happy.
Now, Jules Koundé with a shot after good work from Rafinha. That takes a deflection behind, and this narrow field. Now Palazon with a sighter, and actually almost turns into an effective pass. Just behind the stride.
Yeah, it was almost as if the shot wasn't quite bad enough. So you see Palazon.
Meanwhile, finding Rafinha, who... And... There's Yamal! Well, Cardenas had to be watchful. Plenty of sizzle on the shot from Yamal. Plenty of swerve too.
Took that nice touch inside.
An end product so far.
Lamine Yamal, he has to recognize that as a young player at this stadium.
Beat them. What a delivery it was. Rafinha couldn't quite get on the end of it. Then just an ugly collision rather than a foul, leaving Yamal on the ground.
Yeah, I don't see anything there. And does enough, and then Yamal comes in. It's just standing there.
It's open here. Pedri on the turn has equalised. Well, it's been pure class from Barcelona since the break, and the class eventually tells. Hansi Flick's side a level, and it's Pedri who has pounced.
Yeah, it's been better, but these weren't the spaces that Rayo allowed Barcelona to get in the first half. And so I don't know if it was a case where they felt that they were just...
Torres, Rafinha moving to the right. Opportunity again for Jules Koundé. And once again, bodies flying in to make a block as an attacking force. Mo actually left it, and well, Dennis, did he get a touch? Lewandowski thought so. Rafinha likewise. Inside to Dani Olmo. The aforementioned Pedri. Rafinha! Well, had all the sting taken out of it, but still needed to be dealt with by Lejeune. Gives Olmo immediately involved and immediately on the ball in the penalty area, going down, and doesn't win a dramatic penalty within seconds of coming on. Referee is telling him to ski on the doorstep. Couldn't get the shot away cleanly, but then did! For sheer persistence from the pole. It looked like the chance had gone, but is it ever gone when you're dealing with Robert Lewandowski?
And that just shows the composure of a world-class goal scorer, that he doesn't just panic, spin at it when it comes his way, realize that there's a player in his path that he's unable to hit the strike first time, and then has the composure just to open up a tiny little angle for himself.
Nteka, if he'd left that, could have been promising. Nteka still has it.
Of his chest was just offside.
Here for Barcelona, Lewandowski is peeled away on the right foot, trying to drag the shot back at the near post, and he pulled it well wide. Andy Nteka, who's just come on, trying to play, is indeed out there. Alejandro Balde was given some thorn on the side of Vallecano. He's picked out. Now finding some space. Dani Olmo has scored on his debut. What an entrance! The man who lit up the Euros for Spain starts in similar fashion for Barcelona.
What a dream start for Dani Olmo after all the drama to getting him registered. Happens last night, introduced at halftime, and he's made an impact.
He's immediately providing a reference, isn't he? And Rafinha somehow eluding Lewandowski. Any sort of touch and it was a goal. Not sure if the ball went through him or just behind him, Casey, but Lewandowski with that trademark slide in. Right. Nicely done. And a bit of work for Ter Stegen. Mbaba having been heading in